2018 as if it were your last year. And are you thinking about how your 2018 is going to end up, how it's going to look when we've gotten to the end of this year? If you just think about it, it's going to be incredible. I know it's going to be incredible. And today I wanted to talk to you about something really simple, 55 and 5. I want to talk to you about the ratio of 55 and 5. If we want to optimize our brain. Now, this year I'm going to be talking to you about a lot of things to optimize our brains, but something really simple. Now, in my power course, in my year-long power course, I teach the very first week about 55 and 5. You work for 55 minutes and then you take a rest for 5 minutes. Now, I know there are a lot of you going, rest for 5 minutes. Yes, you take a rest for 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, that's good. Now, what you do in these 3 to 5 minutes will directly add up to an investment in those other 55 minutes. I want you to be able, at the end of this year, to access your genius brain, okay? We have a level of genius in us that we could reach a lot more often if we just put our bodies and our brains in the right condition. Now, when you take those 3 to 5 minutes, what I want you to do is I want you to just deep breathe. Okay, so let's go over deep breathing. I will do a deep breathing video, but in this moment, we'll just go quickly over it. You expand your lower abdomen, then your upper abdomen, and then your lungs. Expand those lungs all the way out. Deep breathe. You deep breathe and inhale from your nose, and you exhale from your mouth. Rhythmic and controlled, okay? It's so you inhale, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, lungs, spread that rib cage, and then you exhale, okay? Very controlled. We will go through it in another video. Now, while you are taking those 3 to 5 minutes for you, I want you to not think about what you're going to do next, because then it's not a rest, okay? I want you to try to totally clear your mind. Actually, if you really want to start to access your genius brain, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself something that you have been looking for the solution for a while and you haven't been able to get it. In those 3 to 5 minutes, just ask your brain a question and then relax. Or just relax, okay? Just clear out your mind. Now, I'm not talking about meditation and I'm not talking about visualization. We will talk about those later. What I want you to do is really try to create a blank or ask yourself a question. Both techniques work. You can alternate on days, okay? But it's very important that for 55 minutes you work and then you take 3 to 5 minutes of that rest. Now, when we are working for a long time straight, our brain's capacity to focalize goes down. So if you take those 55 minutes and focalize on your work, and then you take those 3 to 5 minutes of rest time, you will be able to jumpstart your brain to maximum focalization capacity, and your brain will work better for those 55 minutes. Now, what happens in those 55 minutes is that you will find that you will be making less mistakes. You will have ideas pop into your head. Things will flow fluidly. You will remember things easier, and you will be able to handle yourself with a lot less stress. You'll be much calmer, much more lucid, much more focalized just from those 3 to 5 minutes of freeing your mind and deep breathing at the same time. Now, also remember that if you're deep breathing, nobody needs to know you're doing it. You know, we can keep our eyes open. We don't have to have our eyes closed. So we can keep our eyes open and be deep breathing and no one knows. I want you to get excited about knowing what your genius brain can do, because this 2018, we are going to access it, okay? So in the meantime, live your life, and love you, love you, love you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.